show some of the top talent that we are looking for today. Like we said, anyone interested in working with the Trench Mob, getting better, you can DM any of us, myself, Jordan, or Julius. Okay. We have a plan to work with you wherever you are in the country. You're going to be featured on this show, the Trench Mob Show, which is the number one show for recruiting for offensive and defensive linemen. We have the largest audience, and you will be featured, showcased, and evaluated. We also will set you up to talk with Julius or Jordan and plan out anything you need to improve as far as your training goes. And you will be invited to any Trench Mob camps that they're going to college camps. And just being associated with the Trench Mob is going to get you attention, is going to help you with recruiting, is going to help you get scholarship offers, especially for freshmen. The numbers are lower and lower. So having a group like the Trench Mob on your side, working with you, with the contacts they have, with the trust they have from other coaches, because they've sent players all over the country and they're tremendous and they succeed. When Julius or Jordan speaks to a coach and tells them about you, the coach listens. And that makes a world of difference because they know that they are going to get the truth. They know they're going to get a talent who's polished and ready to play. So as we start, we have some very good kids that I'm excited to take a look at. And right now, I believe I have Jordan Pettaway. Jordan Pettaway will be first. Mm-hmm. And who found Mr. Jordan? Yes, Jordan found Jordan.
So I found him. Very rare, underrated kid. Went to Hiram High School, 6'4". I think he dropped some weight, transferred to a powerhouse. McEachern plays a little guard, plays a little tackle. Right here is his Hiram film down in North Georgia. It's about 25 minutes away from McEachern. He's picked up a few offers. I think he has Coastal. I think he has a couple D1s and everything of that nature. One thing I like about him, another versatile big lineman to be 6'4". Like he dropped maybe 20 pounds. He was 310 at one point. Got up about, now he's, I think, at 285, 295. Plays well, very violent, another mauler type guy. I think this is a real diamond in the rough. I think he's a center. I think he's a guard at the next level. But, some power 5, P4s, G5s, they see 6'4", they might move him to tackle. Me personally, if I was to work with him, I think he's a guard, only because he's a mauler. He can use some work with his feet, with some lateral movement, but man, Jordan Pettaway is definitely a kid that I would definitely look at on the market.
Has he done anything with the Trench Mob yet?
Never. Okay. So never. He's reached out a couple times, tried to get involved with us, but again, I don't know if he lives in Hiram. I don't know if he lives in Powder Springs, which is like at least 30 minutes away from each other. We have been in contact a couple times. I would love for him to come out to the Trench Mob. He is class of 26. Like I said, he does hold a couple offers, but if we can get with him in the summer,
big time
like that, I think he could be real polished offensive line.
Yeah, Jordan, if you're watching this, any opportunity you have to work with the Trench Mob, you should absolutely take it. Any opportunity to go to the college camps that they're going to, jump in with them. The showcase camps, they will make sure that you get evaluated in a look. And that's the most important thing, because so many kids get passed up being associated with the trench mob, you will not get passed up on
Not at all.
anything.
Check him out.
He's right here playing right tackle, man. Big mauler
Yeah,
guy.
I see what you're saying. He is a mauler.
Big mauler guy.
Wow. I like the way he comes out of his stance.
100%.
Good footwork. Jeez,
Mhm.
he caved in the whole
Great
side.
knee bend. Way to wash down that lineman. Right here, this is him at 310. But I love the patience. I love how he's coming out of his break. He's not being flashy with it. He's kind of being waiting with the hands. That's
Yeah, I
great.
like that too. Great skip pull.
Nice, sweet feet.
Great
let's
skip
get
I
pull.
see the sweet feet. I see the sweet feet.
man.
Not a lot of high school kids that can skip pull like that.
Not at all.
Very
That was
good set. Good
Oh,
job
yeah.
on
Very
the spin
patient,
move.
Very patient.
Yeah, and the effort stands out too.
Absolutely. And this is why I say I think he's a guard because when he's in the outside, you can see it takes him more to work. He can do good in run blocking, but in pass protection for him, even if he's 280, 290, I think it'd be better for him at guard because that way he doesn't have to move on the outside and move laterally.
Right. He's excellent when he pulls. I haven't seen a high school kid with footwork like that on a skip pull,
Nah.
and they usually don't teach it.
Burly guy, man. Like with him being so burly and big, man, you wouldn't expect him to be able to move like that, man. So
Not at
that's-
all. Like right here, like I said,
Right
this is
away.
junior. Like I said, this is junior film. So he's right here at 310. I seen the spring film a little bit more. He moves a little bit better at the 280, 290 range. But him moving is good at 310. It's not a lot of linemen that can do that.
Yeah, we'll take a look at his spring game. Get to see the difference, see the improvement.
Oh yeah, it's big improvement. And right here, he played a little right tackle because that's where.
Oh wow, that's excellent right there.
Can't see it.
That's
it's kinda
that's
balls about, yeah.
that's what we used to call the Crowther technique.
I don't think we can see it, Curly.
Oh,
Yeah, like
That's right.
it's calls on my end.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
My fault.
you good.
My fault. I have to switch to the other one.
Man, I know y'all keep saying these red cups, man. So hey, it's nothing in my red cup that you wouldn't be drinking, man. It's been outside all day in the hot sun in Georgia.
I don't think they was gonna get to that.
Iced tea. Y'all got to give that disclosure. I saw Coach Julius drinking a whole bunch of red cups. Nah, partner, you don't get me like that. Can't trick me off the screen like that.
We know it's Kool-Aid. We ain't
Yeah,
complaining.
yeah.
We know it's Kool-Aid.
Got it right here. Okay. So yeah, this the Crowther technique that I remember we used to teach for offensive linemen.
Yep.
Does
Does an outstanding job with the
That was,
stepping in, working back inside. Does a great job staying. Does a great job staying square, trying to work up to that linebacker on this double team.
this was the one right here. Yeah.
Mhm. Comes
Oh.
back inside, waits for the tackle, works up good. Now, this is him at 280, 290. He did say he lost about 20, 25 pounds. The Keecher's a powerhouse.
on
They
the
move him on
ground,
the
yeah.
inside.
He's a road grader for sure.
Definitely a road grader. Definitely a mauler. Definitely a G5, low P4 mauler, 100%.
That's the Crowther technique. I love that.
Mhm.
Inside, outside, shoulder, forearm, climb to the next level.
Works
Yeah,
up, way
he's
to
that-
climb, way to seal off. And this is a Kale team that's loaded with talent. So for him to do this at a new school is speaks a lot for what he can do.
Got to fix his 2-point stance.
Definitely got to fix the 2-point.
Yeah, he just
But I think in McEachern, they like them. They like their inside guys in 3-point, and you can see
Right.
why. He's able to
No.
watch the guy down, stay square. He does a great job. I definitely think he's a G5,
Wow, 100%.
low P4 guard. I think he'll play some tackle from McEachern if they want him to, but to be highly recruited where he is, I think he's definitely going to be a guard at the next level.
Yeah, he the way he comes off the ball, the footwork he has, the aggression. I love the skip pull. You don't see that a lot with high school linemen being able to execute that.
Right.
So that makes a huge difference. And I agree with you. I mean, he's a P. He can play in the power 4 as a guard. I mean, at worst, he's a group of 5, but he's an FBS player all the way. And he's a lot of talent. And he's a kid that absolutely needs to talk with Julius, get involved with the trench mob wherever the hell you are. Julius can work with you even if you're not close by. He can help you with training and then get you to camp. You go to camp with the trench mob, you are going to get evaluated. You're going to get looked at. Sure. And that's most important. You're not going to get passed over. Oh, yeah. Now this is Zaquan, right?
So this is Zaquez Kelly out of Sumter High School. They don't run a lot of pass pro out of this, but he's another mauler type guy, 6'1", in his 2s, 300s. They run a lot of option, a lot of inside zone, so you're not going to see a lot of pass pro, but his athletic ability.
He gets to the second level, yeah.
Right, the way he can climb to the second level, the way he can seal off defenders, does a great job. Look at this guy run.
Oh.
He can move.
He can definitely move at his size. Again, another guard center type deal because
that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
he's definitely that. But you can tell with this offense, he has to play tackle. Oh my God!
How tall is he again?
6'1", 6'2".
Really
good technique, man.
Really good with
they
his
had
hands.
Some more pass pro. 6'1", 290.
Well, that's the purpose of the trench mob and going to a camp. You'll get one-on-ones. You'll get to show off your pass pro.
Oh yeah.
And I'm again with the skip pull. That's excellent.
Like these are dudes, man. Got a couple skippers up in here, man. A lot of coaches don't teach this these days.
They don't teach it anymore.
Not like that. Not like this.
Wow.
They more open pull or they just run zone. There's a lot of linemen, man. They throw the ball down here a lot, so it's rare. And this is South Carolina, so it's rare you'll see teams pull their tackles like this.
But I mean the technique, the skip pull. You're saying they don't teach it as much?
Not as much as we need to.
Okay, wow. That's all we used to do.
Oh yeah,
was skip pull.
Recruiting wise, he doesn't have anything much, man. But I want to keep an eye on this kid. I think
he's not obviously getting attention, and he's not getting the help with recruiting, and that's the whole reason of this show, and that's the whole purpose of the trench mob. You will get recruited. At worst, you will get evaluated, so you'll know where you belong.
Right. And the biggest thing with him, the same thing we said in the beginning, man. 6'1" playing tackle, you're not going to get much.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a lot of attention.
That's
tough. Got to see some inside. Got to see some guard. Got to see some center.
That's good right there with his eyes coming back.
Right.
Yeah, he's got to play guard or center.
Mm-hmm. I think what's going to work with him, if he started out with the D2s, work up to his G5 level, I definitely think he's a D2, G5 type of guy because we don't know what he looks like in pass pro. There's a lot of run blocking and a lot of teams are passing the ball more, so we just want to see what he looks like in pass pro.
Great job on the reach block. Really good job, reach block.
But he does a great job with his athletic ability. He does a great job with his hands. I love how he stays low.
Yeah.
Burying dudes, big mauler type guy.
I love
There's not much you can say about this guy.
Chest over your knees. That's what I used to teach.
Oh yeah, great stance, not too bad.
Oh,
ready to reach out on that fan block, man. This kid's a dude, man. This kid's a stud.
And that's an adjustment. That's good vision. Seeing that.
Oh yeah.
And wow, he's really good in space.
And he loves to finish his blocks. That's one thing. A lot of linemen,
he does finish.
Finish blocks. This guy's same thing with Jordan. They love to finish blocks to set the tone.
For him to block in space, the way that he does, very impressive. Pad level, very impressive. Footwork's impressive. Hands are great, like you said. It's his size. He's got to get some work inside. If he doesn't from his school, that's like we said, the whole purpose of the show and the whole purpose of the Trench Mob. You guys are going to college camps, you're going to showcases, and he's someone who can join up and go and be part of the group. And that will give you an opportunity to work with him and give him a look, playing some guard, playing some tackle.
100%. 100%. So if you're watching, I know you're in Sumter, South Carolina. Come find us.
If you want a scholarship offer, you have to go to the Trench Mob. Otherwise, you're wasting your time.
Agreed.
This is a defensive tackle. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so this is Ty Jolly. Film.
Right.
Okay, yeah, Ty Jolly. He's from he was at Tucker, but he's now at Peachtree Ridge. I believe this is
and that's in Georgia.
Jaden. Yeah. That's Jaden.
Oh, that's Jaden. No. Okay, yeah, that's Jaden. This is Jaden's Moores. I'm sorry. He's in Runnymede, New Jersey. He's at Triton High School. I'm sorry. Look, I don't know why I thought it was. Could really see it first. I see now with it being full screen. All right, and just keep starting back on the top. You don't mind, Cully? This kid was really explosive.
He's vicious. Yeah,
man, and active to me, man. Like he sent his film, man, to me through my DM, and I asked him to comment on the post, and I don't know if he did or not, man, but I kind of just went back, to check out the kids that took the time to DM me, but and his film really stood out, man. He can really play. He's 6'2", 260. And he can really run, man. He's really physical.
What year is he?
Hands. He's a 26 kid.
Okay, good.
He's 26, man. So I think definitely want to encourage him. I mean, I don't particularly know, to be honest, what he has or what he doesn't have.
Right.
But I think that he's a guy that can definitely play, at the next level. I mean, I think definitely can be a G5 guy.
What's his name again?
So his name is Jaden Moore.
Okay. Yeah, Jaden. If you're watching this, you need to get with the Trench Mob. You're there and you're not taking the time to go with them, you are wasting your ability because you're not going to get looks. The Trench Mob gets you looks. The Trench Mob gets you evaluated and gets you scholarship offers. If you don't have any, that is why. You have an opportunity to work with this group that is elite. You want to be a Navy SEAL? This is where you go. Great job with his hands. Great job getting
he's a player, man. He could definitely, he could definitely play, man.
100%.
He has lots of activity there, man. And, for whatever reason,
great job chasing down the flow.
And I know Coach Jordan, you said he played a y'all All-Star game?
Yes, so he was. So Jaden, I remember Jaden well. He was a Peach State Gridiron Classic All-American. Came down, bunch of kids that was from different ages, different age groups. He came down, set the tone, did really good, really set himself apart from most of the guys. So the same thing you see, I saw in the game.
Okay. Do you know what he has going on recruiting-wise? You know anything else about him?
He doesn't have much, maybe a couple D2s interest, maybe a D1 AA interest. I know they don't got a lot of activity in that Jersey area. I know recruiting-wise, they don't really push kids the way that they need to. But like Cully said, if he gets with us and gets back to Georgia, man, we can make something shake.
Yeah, man, he need to get a cap and get seen, man, because
I'll ask Coach Schumann about him.
That's 6'2", 260, man. He's just
wow.
He just made the cut, man. Where he can be a tweener, play D end, D tackle.
Yeah, he's got a lot of athleticism.
Good hands. He plays violent. You know what I mean? He's sticking his face in there when he needs to, you know.
Right. And look at this. He beats the double team, chases the quarterback.
Jesus.
Glad he put that at the end of the highlight, showing his rush. He didn't put that at the top, at the beginning of the highlight. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Sniffing out the screen. Oh, yeah.
God, I love his get off. I love his punch. Would you say, Julius?
No, he can play, man.
Yeah. No, I agree.
To my DM, and I went back in today. As a matter of fact,
he runs well.
Just, because I was just trying to see, and read through different kids that reached out to me and making sure that I didn't miss anybody. So but now, man, out of the kids that did, send me DMs, man, I definitely think he stood out, amongst the guys. Obviously, he's here tonight, and we're talking about him. So, I mean, he's out there doing a good job, man. I mean, I would love to get him down here at some point this summer.
Absolutely.
To work with him on a couple of intricate things. I mean, he's not perfect. I mean, he has a couple flaws that he can definitely work on just like everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
But I think if he can get to some of these mega camps where he can really go out there and showcase himself and be seen, in the right manner, I think he can definitely walk away with some, G5s at least.
Yeah, this is the time. He's a 26 kid.
Yeah,
this summer is so crucial.
Do or die.
You gotta. These kids don't understand. They have to have a sense of urgency.
Mm-hmm.
If we're asking, what does he have going on? I don't know. I haven't heard much. That means he doesn't have much going on, and he should. And the reason he doesn't is because he isn't working with the trench mob. He isn't working with this group. So I'm just going to look at this, show you guys his stats. So what he posted. 61 tackles, 17 TFLs, 4 sacks, 34 pressures.
That 17 TFLs is really, really impressive.
It's a big number.
That's a lot.
Well, he definitely plays with his hands in front of him. He plays with great torque. He has great get off. He's active. I mean, he has everything. He doesn't have that eye-popping athleticism, but
no, but he has that physicality.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, he does have physicality. I agree.
He has physicality.
Yeah, he's super, super physical though. Super physical.
So this looks like. It looks like that's their schedule. Okay, I thought he was putting up with camps. So, so maybe he's going to Villanova's camp. That's not bad. The big man camp at Buffalo. Okay. Yeah, but the biggest thing is he needs to get to, and the kids don't understand this, the showcase camps. The showcase camps that you guys go to, because they will get evaluated, they will get seen, they will get a chance to play the position that suits them best. Like you were saying, guard or center, something like that. If they're forced to play tackle at their high school because they're the best that they have, then the camp is what they need.
True, I agree. Yep.
This is Ty Jolly. He's also, man, he's around the same size as Jada Moore, 6'2", 260. He's another guy, man. He can really, really play. Where's he from? He's big, he's strong. He was at Tucker. He's now at Peachtree Ridge. But now, man, he can really run, man. He uses his hands well. He's still raw. And there's a lot that he can work on.
Is he a 26 kid too?
No, he's a 27 kid.
27, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so beyond man, but he's definitely one. He's going to be a big time player. He has a couple offers
Yep.
already, man. I know he has Georgia State. I believe he has Kennesaw. Maybe one more, I believe. But nah, man. But he's definitely a kid
Yeah,
that
he can do better.
if he goes out and works hard all summer, man, and hopefully I get a chance to see him more. He's came to Trench Mob, a few times, but
Oh,
he
good.
hasn't been as consistent. But nah, man. But he's definitely a player, man. I mean, when I first laid eyes on this kid for the first time, I saw what he could be. And
Is
now
it a
he's.
far trip for him to come?
I'm not
Your
sure
workouts, or
yeah, I'm
Peachtree or
not sure the
wherever?
exact. Yeah, I know he. I remember speaking to him, and he was dealing with some things,
Yeah,
some family stuff, man. But hopefully we can get him back out.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. If you're in Georgia and close by, even if you're not, you're missing out on a big opportunity by not working with the Trench Mob.
he can play, man. He's big, he's strong, he's fast.
Yeah, it's just plain and simple.
Yeah.
I like that right there too. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, especially for a 27 kid, he could have a big season. He looks definitely raw, and with your tutelage, I think he can improve leaps and bounds.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's going to be. I mean,
he's very good.
He's 6'2", 260. As a sophomore. You know what I mean? So he's probably going to graduate a good 6'3", 285. And he's
easily.
a pretty good athlete. So, he's one of those guys, he can play in the 4-3 system and play 3 technique. He can play end, in a more of an over front. He can play in an under front. He can play tight, that tight 5. He can play, he's even big enough to play in the 3-4 system. He can play head up, so he's one of those players. He has like that tweener body style.
Very versatile.
Yeah, man, where he can do a lot. He has Troy up and so and I can definitely see him, man. I be like, yep. So if he continues to work, man.
Ty Jolly. Okay.
Yeah, Ty Jolly, man. I mean, I know he's definitely a kid that can blow up, man, if he continues to work.
Yeah, he's going on visits. He's been junior days. Okay. Yeah. So those are some really good players. Some really good players. I again, if you're in Georgia and you're not working with the Trench Mob, you're missing out on a tremendous opportunity to showcase your ability. And like I said, when coaches talk to Julius or Jordan or Anthony, anyone involved, they listen to what they have to say, which is very important because a lot of times they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They rely on their own evaluations, but when you have such a track record of success that the Trench Mob does, that gets your foot in the door. And that's 90% of the battle. You're going to get evaluated. You're going to know where you stand. And you're going to get chances. And a good example of that, we had Andrew Duggan on several weeks ago. He got offered. He got offered recently. And once you get one, they're going to start pouring in. And we featured him on the show. Once we did that, people saw what he could do. People listened to what we had to say. And it wasn't long before he understood he had to play center. And now he's getting offers. That is the power that the Trench Mob has. That is the power that this staff has. So we have kids in our DM on Twitter. Send your film. Tell us about yourself. And if you're really committed, if you want to play Division I football, if you want to get a scholarship, this is where you need to be. The best of the best for training, developing offensive linemen, getting them evaluated. They've sent them to P4 conferences, P5 conferences. You're going to get something. You're going to get something. And like Julius said, instead of buying those $400 shoes, invest in yourself. Invest.
That's a big thing, man. Kelly, not to cut you off, man, but Coach Jordan, to tell you, man, I just put a message in our group text earlier. Last call for 25 guys. Like, we still have college coaches reaching out to us now.
Yeah.
Still asking for guys that have already graduated. Like, I just went to a graduation on Monday. You know, Sean Paray, who's headed down to Florida State. You know, so like some of these guys in Georgia have already graduated from high school. They don't have opportunity, and we're still talking to college coaches, you know, about 25 guys. And
I know.
No testament to us, but college coaches that trust that
they know what they're going to get.
These guys, you know, in the right way, man. You know, they're putting the work in. They know when they get a kid that was involved with Trench Mob, you know, that they're going to get a dog. They're going to get a kid that's been battle tested, has been, you know, went up against other people on the road
all over the country,
and has grown. You know, and that's the thing they're looking for, man. They're looking for guys that are going to come in and be ready to compete. And if you've only played against guys in Georgia, or if you're from Florida or Connecticut or Idaho, you never left, you don't know what other guys are like.
No,
you know,
no,
our
and
kids,
that's huge.
Yeah, man. They know what it's like to go against kids from California. They know what it's like to go against kids from Washington State, you know, Colorado, different places, man. So
that makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, man. Exactly. So, hey, man, you may go to college, you know, with the guy from California or from Texas, and you've already went against him when you were in high school because you went against him on the travel circuit, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Sure. That's true.
Being battle tested, playing against competition all over the country, that stands out. That makes a difference. And that is going to help you get a scholarship. And that is going to put you on the map. So those of you out there watching, the kids who've been featured on this show have received scholarship offers. The kids who work with the Trench Mob have received scholarship offers. The kid who was a senior this fall and didn't play went to a 5v5 camp with the Trench Mob and started receiving scholarship offers. That's what they do. They deliver every time. And you know why? Because you have coaches who have experience, who know the game, who are going to push you, and they're going to teach you the techniques that you need to succeed at the Division I level. And you're not going to get that anywhere else. You're not going to get it anywhere else. They have a great staff, one of the best programs around for offensive and defensive linemen. And if you're in Georgia and you're not taking advantage of that, you're not doing everything possible to get yourself a scholarship and get yourself looked at. So it's up to you. If you want that, DM, start working with the Trench Mob. If you don't, keep doing what you're doing, because nobody's going to notice you. Nobody's going to recruit you. Nobody's going to know your name. Just being associated with the Trench Mob, they're going to know your name. You're going to get evaluated, and you're going to have a chance to play at the highest level.
And the thing is, too, Cully, man, it's strength in numbers, man. It's strength in numbers, because I'll tell you how that happens and what I mean by that. You know, we've gone to camps, and then our kids will pop up. Say they're wearing something trench mob. Say they got on trench mob shorts, or or they got on lime green cleats, which is our signature
Absolutely.
cleat when we go to mega camps. Uh-oh. Come on, trench mob. Come on, trench mob. You know what I mean? Like, so
Everyone in the
the
country knows
coaches
them.
are, they're picking on the kids and calling them trench mob because they know that when they see us walk in, they see all of our guys are dressed alike, and have
Yeah.
on, our gear and our, things like that, man. So, it's big, man. When they see our guys walk in with our lime green travel shorts or our black travel shorts that we traveled in all year to say trench mob, they know our guys are going to mean business, man. And that's not because we're so great. I mean, we are so great. I got one of the best faces, on podcast TV right now. But 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 the kids work hard. They work hard, man.
Yeah, because
Shout out,
you know how to coach them, you know how to push them, you know what they need to succeed at the next level.
And then know
Jordan
Coach
knows
Jordan,
what they
man.
need.
Coach Jordan, it's all because of Coach Jordan, man. He brings everything out of these guys, man.
He knows he knows how to get offensive linemen to play like dogs.
Yeah,
That's
man,
the biggest thing.
It's not another guy in the nation, man.
There's nobody that's passive. He gets his guys to be physical, and they're going to come and knock you through the ground.
I've seen it, man.
Yeah,
Transformation, man.
yeah.
Guys that first come out, man, that they can't catch a cold, man.
Exactly.
They grabbing and slamming everybody. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man, for sure.
Exactly. So everyone watching, make sure you get in touch with us. Get us your film. We'll evaluate you. We'll talk to you about being featured on the program because this is the number one program for recruiting offensive and defensive linemen. We have viewership that continues to grow through the roof, and it's because of the talent that we show, and it's because of our evaluations that are honest and accurate. So it's up to you.
Yep.
You want to be great? You want to play Division I? You want a scholarship? This is where you need to be. And I guess I have to say, Jordan and Julius, thank you. You guys have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend.
You do
I
the
wish
same.
you all the best. Yes. I have to go to a wedding, so I'm dreading that. But otherwise, it'll be good. So for the Trench Mob Show, remember, send us your film. Get involved. Have a sense of urgency now. Do not wait. The longer you wait, the less of a chance you'll have. And remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges and shove them right up your ass.